Brickworld Chicago 2024. This is John, and this is a massive layout here, the Middle Ages. So good to see you.
Hi, good to be here. So this is a collaboration for DENLUG, a Denver LEGO user group. We have 22 folks that collaborated on this. Some people did only one 32 by 32 base plate. I ended up doing 15. This castle, the main builder was Larry Lippett and Ken Heaps. They did a great job. All the knights on it. We've created our own custom faction and custom faction shields that you can see on some of our knights in the tops of the tower. It's our state flag, state symbol for Colorado. So we have the castle and all the archers guarding it. We have the joust down here that's motorized. The king and queen are watching it. We have dragons, Dragon Cave and Crystal's Cave over here. We have tailors, pubs, map makers, compass makers, boats in and down at the harbor. All this detail, the storage, harbor master and storage, magic, apothecary shop, windmills, more boats that are down at the harbor bringing in goods. Back here we have, just some houses for the populace, the bakery. We have our awesome cathedral. Zach Parr is the one who built that. The stained glass is excellent. We have kind of more of our slums or the people who are less fortunate down in here, not living the high life. Evan is one of our members. He did this. You can see that build on the Brothers Brick blog and a couple other places online. Modern art inspiration there for that medieval building. And then we have our forest walls here to keep the city safe. We have a library postal system back here in the end with the falcons carrying letters. And then back in the graveyard, we have some unfortunates coming back from the dead. The kingdom's going to have some problems there. So this moves to the forest section of our module. We have tons of Easter eggs hidden throughout. And just all sorts of foliage and different tree techniques that everybody used here. Burn down buildings, lots of detail in there. This Forestman module is one of my favorites. One of the best techniques, part usage in here, is the old Islanders rope bridge down in there. It's upside down to get those triangles, and there's just bricks in between, shoved up underneath. That worked really great. We have kind of a Friends magical circle here to get some magic in the forest and brighter colors built up in there. And then we'll transition with a stone wall. I really like the kind of taken off the A-frame cabin. There's the stone wall with the mule nair there, and this is the Duke's estate. So we have a garden party happening here at the front. And Sam the gardener is, Lord of the Rings. He's legendary. He keeps this place very well cleaned up compared to the rest of the forest, trimming all of the weeds and things. Tons of different tree techniques in here. This pine tree, the animal tail trees, just very detailed. Got some custom printed bricks by BBG. Was able to do those along with our shields. They turned out great. And this castle, the Duke's Estate, is actually based off of a castle in Colorado Springs, Colorado, built by General Palmer as his house. So this is about a third of the castle that ended up making it here. And my goal, I built this, is to build the other 2/3 of it. In the end, it's going to be about 30,000 parts. So as it sits, it's about 15,000. Some more trees back here by our member named Eric Lind. He did a great job. He does really good scaled to minifigures. Trees in real life are hundreds of feet tall, and so scaled to a minifigure, trees can get very tall. And all of his techniques are different and very interesting. Moving in back here, we get a lot of detail in the cavern area, the mines, as it were. We even get some great Easter eggs with our power miner references. But there's lots of smithing and mining going on in those hills, which is very exciting. The back side of the Forestman, once again with that rope bridge technique and tons of detail with those Forestmen. In the middle, we got a bonfire. You never know what's going to happen in the forest there. You got to throw your goats, centaurs, every now and again, there's people who want to you know, defend the forest. Yep. So getting back to the front of the castle walls, you can go through the castle walls. These are all made with Jordan's corners. It's a very part-intensive technique, but looks great to get that octagonal shape. And then the different lighting kits will flicker and stuff. Trying to run lights in the library so you can see all the people in there reading and all the books. The zombies, the undead army being summoned by the necromancer there. That's gonna cause problems for the tower, for the city. Getting to stained glass, for the cathedral. Great techniques, so transclear parts lit from behind. Cause a really good technique there. We see a couple ne'er-do-wells. Looks like they're going to potentially be breaking into the castle or into the cathedral to steal. I don't know. That probably won't end up well for them. And then the back side of this display, you get more houses. You can see the interior of the castle. Guards training. There's larders. There's jails. There's the throne room that you're looking at right now. Lots of different folks up in there. The king is watching the joust, so he's not in residence right now. And then down below, you'll get dragons in the caverns. And even in this lava-lit cavern, there's a dragon that's got a little lamb there for its dinner, I suppose. And then finally, we'll get back to the beginning with the purple crystal cavern. They're doing some more mining in there. And then these houses where you can see the tailoring, painting of sails for ships, and all the compasses and maps. I think that's the majority of the layout. It took a lot of work, a lot of builds, so.
So last question of mine here. Will you go on with the layout, or is it kind of done?
So this layout is going to be traveling around for about a year. It'll go to a lot of different conventions. It'll go to Brick Slopes in Utah for sure. It's on its way to Brick Rodeo in 3 weeks. It will go to a couple conventions in Colorado. And actually DENLUG, we're starting our own convention in Denver. Should be coming 2025, April, May timeframe. So be looking for it to be there. Will be its last appearance probably, and there'll always be improvements. So it'll keep getting better until that final show.
All the best for you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.